Welcome to the official podcast series by POTENZA, where innovation meets insight. In this series, we dive deep into the world of SAP, explore the power of robotic process automation, and unlock the true potential of data analytics. Whether you're a tech enthusiast, a business leader, or just curious about the digital transformation shaping our world, you're in the right place. Tune in, stay curious, and let's explore the future of enterprise technology together. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on YouTube for more powerful insights. Now, let's get into today's episode.
You know that feeling when your business is really starting to take off, but your systems just can't keep up?
Oh yeah, like spreadsheets everywhere, starting to creak at the seams.
Exactly. And then you start hearing about things like ERP, enterprise resource planning, and it feels like, wow, where do I even start?
It can be a lot. Today we're diving into one specific solution often mentioned for growing businesses, SAP Business One.
Right. It's designed for small and medium-sized companies, meant to pull everything together: finances, inventory, sales, customer stuff, all of it.
But here's the interesting thing, and maybe the most crucial part. The software, SAP Business One itself. That's really only like half the battle.
Only half. What's the other half?
It's who you work with to get it up and running. Your SAP Business One partner, their role is absolutely critical to success.
Ah, okay. Because SAP itself, they don't sell Business One directly, do they? Or install it?
Nope. It's all done through this network of certified partners. Think of them as your guides, really, your navigators for this whole ERP journey.
And choosing the right guide. That can make all the difference, right? Like smooth sailing versus
a potentially really costly misadventure.
Yeah.
The right partner helps you tune the system, make it actually fit your business, you know?
Okay, so that's the core challenge for listeners, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
How do you find that right guide? What should you actually be looking for?
Precisely. And we've been looking at some great insights on this, specifically from POTENZA. They're an award-winning SAP consultancy based here in Australia.
Right. Pulling out their pro tips. So our mission today is basically to give you the toolkit, the essential knowledge, to pick an SAP Business One partner confidently. Someone who won't just install software, but will actually help you succeed long-term.
Cut through the noise, make an informed choice. So let's start with the basics. What exactly do these partners do? You mentioned they're essential.
Okay, yeah. Let's unpack that. Fundamentally, they're your main point of contact for almost everything. SAP Business One.
Everything, like
sorting out the software licenses, for starters. Then they lead the whole implementation project.
the actual setup?
Yeah, configuring it so it matches how you work, not some generic template. Think of it like tailoring a suit, right?
Good analogy. What else?
Training your team, super important. And then, crucially, providing that ongoing support after you go live. They basically become your ERP provider.
Your go-to resource. And working with certified partners, it also gives you access to a wider network, doesn't it? More resources behind them.
Absolutely. You're tapping into a whole ecosystem of knowledge and support that SAP has built.
And what about their experience? Does that play a big role?
Hugely. They bring insights into industry best practices. They've seen what works, what doesn't across lots of different businesses. That can save you a lot of trial and error.
Which ties into a really key piece of advice from POTENZA. They basically say, look, success rates are highest when you involve an experienced, certified partner right from day one.
Right. Don't try to DIY it or use someone uncertified.
Exactly. They say that often leads to headaches down the line. Starting with a certified partner just sets you up better.
Makes sense. It's an investment up front that probably saves you pain later. It means getting a solution that's truly tailored, right?
Tailored, smoother transition, better long-term support. It all adds up to maximizing the value you get from the ERP. It helps you actually improve operations.
And you mentioned it's more than just installing software. It's about process changes too.
Oh, definitely. Implementing an ERP often means rethinking how you do things. Process re-engineering, finding efficiencies, maybe enabling totally new ways of working.
Wow.
And a good partner guides you through that whole transformation, helps you avoid the common pitfalls. Their influence on project success is massive.
So, okay, let's really underline this. Why does picking the right partner matter so much? It's clearly more than just technical skill.
It absolutely is. Think long-term. The right partner helps build a solid foundation for your future growth, for innovation.
Okay.
They ensure you've always got access to expertise and support as your business changes, as you face new challenges or, seize new opportunities.
And that collaboration, that relationship, does it impact how well the system gets used?
Definitely. Good collaboration leads to higher user satisfaction. Your team actually likes using the system, and that translates directly to a better return on your investment.
That sense. Happier users, better results.
Plus, a seasoned partner just knows how to run these projects. They make the implementation smoother, deployment more efficient, saves you time, saves you resources.
And the flip side, choosing poorly.
Well, that's where the risks lie. We know ERP projects can fail. Often the root causes are things like poor implementation methods or just really inadequate support afterwards.
So choosing the right partner is basically risk management.
In a big way, yes. The wrong partner. You could be looking at delays, costs spiraling out of control, and ending up with a system that just doesn't fit what your business actually needs. It can seriously derail your plans.
Whereas the right partner, the knowledgeable one,
they're crucial for unlocking what SAP Business One can really do for you. They guide you, streamline things, make success much more likely.
Okay, crystal clear on the why. So let's get practical. If I'm evaluating potential partners, what are the key criteria? What should I be looking for?
Right, let's break it down. The first big area is definitely their expertise and their credentials.
Okay, expertise. What does that look like specifically?
You want to see a solid history. How long have they actually been implementing and supporting SAP Business One? Not just SAP in general, but this specific product.
Got it. Experience depth.
And look at their track record. How many successful projects have they completed? Can they show you examples, maybe even talk to businesses similar to yours?
What about those partnership tiers you sometimes see, like gold partner, silver partner? Do they mean much?
They do offer an indication, yeah. SAP uses these tiers to reflect a partner's experience, their investment in skills, and their success. POTENZA notes that here in Australia, gold partners usually have the broadest skill sets and the most experience.
So gold is generally a strong signal.
It suggests a deeper commitment, more resources, often better access to SAP's own support channels if things get really complex. But, you still need to check their specific skills.
Right. And what about the actual people who'd be working on my project? The consultants?
Crucial point. You need to confirm they have certified SAP Business One consultants on staff. That certification means they've passed SAP's exams, proving they know the system properly.
Okay, certified consultants. Makes sense. Any other signs of quality? Awards, maybe?
Absolutely. Recognition from SAP or the industry is a good sign. POTENZA themselves are mentioned as an award-winning provider. Accolades like that usually mean consistent success and innovation.
So an experienced, certified, maybe even award-winning partner really understands the system inside out.
Exactly. They'll know the details, the advanced features like using HANA for faster analytics or mobility options, and they can advise you on the best setup and, importantly, anticipate potential bumps in the road.
Okay, expertise and credentials check. What's the next major area to evaluate?
The next really critical one, especially for businesses here, is their industry and local relevance.
Ah, relevance. Why is that so important for us in Australia?
Well, think about it. Every industry has its quirks, its specific ways of working, its regulations. You really want a partner who gets your sector.
Someone who's worked in my field before.
Precisely. Proven track record in your industry. It means they can apply best practices they've already learned. They understand your language, your challenges. They're not learning your business on your time.
Good point.
Yeah.
Avoid being the guinea pig. And the local part. What does that mean for an Australian business?
Super important. They need to know the local rules. GST compliance, BAS submissions, maybe specific industry regulations here in Australia. Are they familiar with all that?
Right, the practical stuff of doing business here.
Exactly. Do they understand the nuances of the Australian market? Do they have a solid presence here? It often means support is more accessible, more effective. Also, check their geographic reach matches where you operate.
This ties into another POTENZA pro tip, actually. They strongly advise vetting industry experience. Ask them directly, have you done this for businesses like mine?
That's perfect advice.
Yeah, they say relevant experience cuts down that initial discovery time dramatically. Leads to a smoother rollout with fewer surprises because they kind of already anticipate your needs.
Makes total sense. It just streamlines everything. Less guesswork.
Okay, so we've got expertise, credentials, and that crucial industry and local relevance. Is there a third major bucket?
Yes. The third area covers what you might call the business relationship factors, how you'll actually work together.
Okay, the working relationship. What falls under that?
Things like pricing transparency, for one. A good partner should give you a really clear breakdown of costs upfront. No hidden surprises later.
Definitely want to avoid those.
And think beyond just the initial project cost. What's the long-term value they offer? Also, how accessible is their support? Is it easy to get help when you need it? Local presence can really help there, same time zone, understanding the local context.
So it's finding that balance, isn't it? Technical skill, local know-how, and just good, clear business practices.
That's it exactly. You need all three.
All right. Let's assume we've navigated that, we've picked a partner we feel good about. What should we expect from them during the actual implementation and beyond in terms of services and support?
Okay, a good partner provides a pretty comprehensive service, a whole journey. It usually starts with a deep dive into your current processes.
Understanding how we work now.
Right. And then clearly defining your requirements, what you need the system to do. Then comes project planning, the actual system configuration.
The tailoring part again.
Exactly. And very importantly, data migration. Getting your existing information out of the old systems and into SAP Business One cleanly. That's often a tricky bit.
I can imagine. What if we need something really specific, something unique to us?
That falls under customization or development. They should be able to handle that if needed, building specific functions or integrations. But a really critical piece is user training.
Making sure our team can actually use it.
Absolutely. It shouldn't be an afterthought. Look for role-based training, hands-on practice, good documentation, maybe e-learning options, and follow-up sessions after go live are great too.
So they don't just dump the system on you and run.
Definitely not, which leads to the go live phase itself. That can be intense.
Yeah, I bet. What kind of support should be there?
You want strong go live support, maybe someone on site or at least a dedicated remote consultant who's immediately available, real-time problem solving, system monitoring, and having contingency plans ready just in case something unexpected happens. Minimizing disruption is key.
Makes sense. And then after the dust settles, after go live, what's the ongoing picture look like?
You need a solid, reliable, ongoing support structure. That means clear support hours. Is it 9 to 5? 2, 5, 4, 7, depends on your needs.
And response times.
Yes. Service level agreements, SLAs that guarantee how quickly they'll respond to issues. Multiple ways to contact them, phone, email, a proper ticketing system. A local team is often a plus.
And updates. Maintenance.
Yep. Scheduled upgrades, system health checks to keep things running smoothly, and the ability to handle smaller enhancements or tweaks down the track. It's a long-term relationship.
Okay, that covers the what. Now, the elephant in the room for many SMEs, cost. How should businesses approach the cost aspect of choosing a partner?
That's always a big one, isn't it? Look, cost matters, obviously, but it really shouldn't be the only thing you look at or even the main driver.
So not just chasing the lowest price tag.
Exactly. You've got to balance cost against the value you're getting and the partner's transparency. Remember, implementing ERP like SAP Business One, it's a strategic investment in your future.
An investment, not just an expense. Okay.
So when you get proposals, insist on detailed breakdowns. What are the license costs? What are the implementation service fees? Customization, training, ongoing support. A good partner will be clear about all of it.
What if one quote seems way, way lower than the others? Is that a red flag?
It can be. Be cautious with unusually low estimates, especially if they lack detail. It might mean they've underscoped the project.
Setting you up for extra charges later.
Potentially, yeah. Unexpected change orders, cost blowouts. It happens if the initial scope wasn't realistic. Pricing will vary between partners in Australia, that's normal. But the absolute cheapest isn't always the best value. Focus on reliability, expertise, the whole package.
So find a partner who is upfront, ensures you know what you're paying for, and is focused on delivering real value.
That's the goal. Value and trust at every step.
Okay, so wrapping things up a bit. The core message seems clear. Choosing the right SAP Business One partner. It's a huge decision. It's got long-term consequences for the business.
Absolutely critical. It's way more than just buying software. The partner is key.
And the key things to look for, just to reiterate, that deep SAP Business One expertise.
Relevant industry experience, especially understanding the local Australian context.
Right. Comprehensive services covering implementation and ongoing support.
A compatible working style. Good communication.
And that transparent, fair pricing structure we just talked about.
Those are the big ones.
And the best way to find that fit, it sounds like you just have to do the legwork.
You really do. Do your due diligence. Talk to multiple partners. Ask tough questions. Get demos. check references.
Don't shortcut the selection process.
Definitely not. Because remember, the right partner doesn't just install it. They empower your team to actually use it effectively. That's what unlocks the efficiencies, the insights, the real benefits.
So, when chosen well, this partner relationship really becomes a launchpad, doesn't it? A springboard for growth, for innovation, for staying competitive here in Australia.
That's exactly it. A well-chosen partner can genuinely help propel your business forward for years. Which leads to a final thought, maybe something for you, the listener, to mull over.
Okay.
Now that you understand the critical elements of a successful SAP Business One partnership, what is the single most important factor you will prioritize when evaluating potential partners for your business needs?
That's a wrap for today's episode of the POTENZA podcast series, where we decode SAP, automate with RPA, and analyze with precision. We hope you found today's conversation insightful and inspiring. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and stay tuned for more deep dives into the technologies transforming tomorrow's enterprise. Got questions or ideas for a future episode? Drop them in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time. Thank you.